こんにちは、ハリケーンフットボールです。今回の教材は、クリスタルパレスの鎌田大地に関する動画です。クリスタルパレスは、プレミアリーグ第29節で、トッテナムホットスパーと対戦する予定です。パレスファンのマッチプレビュー動画では、前節のマンチェスターユナイテッド戦での敗戦を受け、鎌田大地にも批判の目が向けられていることに対し、そういうファンの意見に賛同できないと完全に反対し、鎌田大地を正面から擁護しています。実際にどのように話しているのか、チェックしてみましょう。
Just quickly on the midfield, there's a lot of talk about Kamada, a lot of talk about Wharton. Where do we stand with this? Like, what is going on? Because those two are meant to be our best pairing, and we've seen it. Like, even in important games last season, it was Kamada and Wharton in midfield, and how much of a key role that they play. But Animal, it feels like Kamada. Well, some people maybe more than others saying, he's not been nowhere good enough. Even against United, he was poor. And then Wharton is another player which he just hasn't been at the levels that we know that he could be at. And right now, I don't think he's playing for the value that we put him around, in all honesty. But yeah, what do you think is going on with those two?
I think Wharton's played a lot of games. I think he's played a lot of games under a lot of different kind of conditions and situations and frustrations in his own mind. I think he might be, mentally tired as well as sort of a little bit physically fatigued. That's why I think we've seen a drop off in his sort of high end performances. Kamada, I don't see what everybody else saw against Manchester United. I thought he was sort of better than fine, not great, but he was definitely better than fine. He managed to, like, the yellow card wasn't his fault. There were tackles that were given that were not his fault either. Like people talk about his silly little tackles, and actually they were silly decisions by the referee in a couple of occasions. And I think again he's just the easy scapegoat. I think he maybe doesn't hit all of his passing, but then who does in our side? I think it's bizarre that we single him out a lot of the time because that he's got that yellow card, but Wharton's picked up yellow cards as well. Hughesy is the yellow card king in the team, so. Yeah, I don't understand the Daichi. Like, literally a week or two ago, people were talking about, he's not going to be dedicated to Palace. Like, he should just be on the bench. Like, he wants to leave the club. I haven't seen that in Daichi. I haven't seen that since he's come back. I've seen effort, and I've seen I've seen him playing well. I've seen him be Daichi on the pitch, and as he's sort of getting back up to full speed after that injury, I think we will continue to see the best that he can give until the end of the season.
Do you think that's playing in terms of the fact that he will be leaving at the end of the season, so people are a bit more harsh on him now because he won't be a Crystal Palace player next season?
I think people have been harsh on him since day one.
Yeah, true.
I'll just jump in on Daichi again. I said about another player. I won't mention his name, but I think if you don't like Daichi before, you still don't like him. And I think Daichi played really well against United. I think the first 30 minutes, we dominated the possession. I was talking about it during the play ratings. 60-40. I didn't notice Casemiro or Manu. The only time that came back into the game was when the red card happened. He had to play a lot deeper role. But if you watch the Wolves game, the Mostar game, he's taking positions higher up the pitch, getting involved. He and Wharton are by far our best attacking, and I would even say defensive pairing in that midfield. They create more, they break up play more, they dominate midfield more. Again, I think Kamada's played really well. I don't know what people saw against United. The red card changed the entire game. If you think he didn't play well on Sunday, I'm sorry. I don't know what game you're watching. I thought he was fine until we were down a man. That's not his fault. So, and yellow card you pick up there. The only thing that they're both missing are goals and assists. If you're criticizing that, I understand that totally. But you can't. I think you can't. To me, you can't criticize his effort or how he's played. I think Kamada's done really well since he's come back from the injury.
Yeah, and maybe he will get a few more opportunities in this game. Maybe half an hour, 60 minutes. I don't know. We've got enough time against Larnaca. We haven't got a game in a weekend, so we've got a week. So I don't know how Glasgow will approach it. But he's just been playing decent. And I thought Kamada had a relatively solid game. I think people were, from what I gathered in the match reaction, people were upset about his passing in the final third. So yeah, that's what they were upset about. So hopefully one of them, we are lacking goals from the midfield too. And we have been since Glasgow's come into the football club, to be fair. He has been in ongoing issues, either the centre-backs or the forwards, the midfielders. haven't been involved nowhere near enough, maybe. But I don't know if that's what Glasner like. I don't know if Glasner even expects midfielders to be involved as much. So yeah, he's never really mentioned it as an issue.
次は解説です。今回も難しいボキャブラリーや表現がありませんでしたので、簡単なものばかりですが、本日の解説をチェックしてみましょ
I think it's bizarre that we single him out a lot of the time.
う。ビザーは、奇妙な、風変わりなという意味の形容詞です。普通ではない出来事や、理解しにくい行動を表すときによく使われます。ニュースやスポーツ解説でもよく登場する単語です。例えば、審判の判定が理解できないとき、That was a bizarre decision のように使います。意味としては、strange や weird と似ていますが、少しフォーマルで説明的な響きがあります。そのため、分析や解説でよく使われる単語です。single out は、大勢の中から一人だけ選んで取り上げるという意味です。会話では根差しする、特定して話題にするという形でよく使われます。I don't want to single anyone out は、誰か一人を名差しにしたくないというニュアンスになります。良い意味なら特に褒める、悪い意味なら標的にするにもなります。スポーツでは、相手に狙われる、狙い撃ちにされるという意味でも使えます。文脈に応じて、名差し特定、狙い撃ちなどに訳し分けるのがポイントです。
I think it's bizarre that we single him out a lot of the time. I think it's bizarre that we single him out a lot of the time. I think it's bizarre that we single him out a lot of the time. I think people have been harsh on him since day one.
ハーションは、誰かに対して厳しすぎる、誰かにとって酷だという意味です。判定や結果が不公平に感じるときによく使われます。例えば、That was her, shown him, her。彼に対して厳しすぎる判定だったというニュアンスになります。サッカー解説では退場や PK などの場面でよく出ます。strict と似ていますが、ハーシュはやりすぎ不当という気持ちが含まれます。そのため厳しいよりも酷、気の毒が合うことが多いです。
I think people have been harsh on him since day one. I think people have been harsh on him since day one.
He and Wharton are by far our best attacking.
by far は、英語を学んだ人なら誰でも知っているものだと思いますが、断然圧倒的にという意味で、比較を強調するときに使う表現です。特に比較級や最上級と一緒に使われることが多いです。例えば、He was by far the best player は、彼が断然一番良い選手だったという意味になります。スポーツの解説や日常会話でもよく使われる便利な表現です。差が大きい、他よりはるかに上というニュアンスがあります。英語では very などよりも、より強い強調になります。比較表現を自然に使うために覚えておくと便利なフレーズです。
He and Wharton are by far our best attacking. He and Wharton are by far our best attacking.
いかがでしたか？マンチェスターユナイテッド戦では、ラクロワのレッドカードによる退場があったために、その前後での試合は、全く別の試合になってしまいました。レッドカードが出る前は、明らかにクリスタルパレスの試合であり、鎌田大地も良いパフォーマンスを見せていたように思えましたが、この試合でイエローカードをもらいながら、2枚目のイエローをもらわないかとヒヤヒヤする場面もあり、ファンから見ても危なっかしくも見えたのも想像できます。それ以外には批判するような内容ではなかったと思いますが、確かにファイナルサードで通れば素晴らしいパスとなるようなものが通らなかったり、なかなかゴールが取れないことから、シュート精度に疑問を感じざる得ず、今季蹴りで退団することがほぼ分かっている中で、少し批判を受けやすい状態にもあるのでしょう。それでも、ある意味ちゃんとしたファンは、鎌田大地の良さがわからないわけはないと思えるほど、評価もされていると思いますので、負けることがあれば大きな批判を受けること必須なスパーズ戦でも、引き続き、鎌田らしいパフォーマンスを見せてほしいと思います。本日もご視聴いただきありがとうございました。またすぐにお会いしましょう。